Hello and welcome, I'm Berserk the Builder. Valheim 1.0 with new building pieces is getting closer with every step. Waiting for it, we already beat every boss. We've built our dream base, or a town, or even a few of them. We've collected every trophy and every gear piece from the game. We've tamed any animal that is possible to tame, but even with their companion we feel a little bit lonely. This is why I come out with the idea of making a few tutorials how we can make our gameplay more alive. And it doesn't matter do you play only Vanilla Valheim, maybe you started to use comments, or you use a bunch of different modes. Because in this series of videos I'm gonna go through every of those steps and show possibilities that we have before the full Valheim release. So our first option would be playing with your friends or joining community server, but in this video I want to focus on options that we have during our single player playthrough. So without further ado, let's get into it. In the game we have already 3 NPCs, Haldur, Hildi and the Bog Witch. Every one of them is submitted to the different biome, so we can find Haldur in the Black Forest, Hildir in the Midwoods, and the Bog Witch with her hut located in the swamp. At least normally, because my Hildir is located right on the border between plains and the Midwoods, what makes her location even more unique. This leads me to a cool idea of making a base or outpost around the trader's location. This way we will be granted with our first citizen that is also a trader.
Win-win.
Win.
Fine.
But
It is done!
Every trading location is surrounded by the mythical force that is preventing us from building too close. But between those mystical forces there is one significant difference. Because in the Hildi and the Bog Witch location we need to step out from the bubble and move another 8 meters from the center to be able to build. But Haldur is a little bit more friendly, so he will let you build right on the border with his bubble. Okay, so we're going back to the Hildi. I started from digging out a circular path around the location that will indicate where I can build. Then I made a simple layout for my buildings. After this I built a big part of surrounding wall and the first building in the village, which was a medium-sized house with nice interior, fully upgraded cooking station and a high level of comfort. After building a house I thought that I need a little bit more storage space, so I made a small magazine right in there. Then I start working on the main building for the village. In this building I want to place every possible working station, some more storage space and 3 rooms upstairs for upcoming armory. So after a few strikes of the hammer I was left with the building that was looking like this. I also changed the color of the roof on the magazine and I closed the keep using Viking style gate. So village is complete and now I need to make it look more alive. I started with some creatures. In the base we can find a lot of free-range hens, a little boar breeder and few wolves. Then I dug out a small pond in the front of the keep and I catch some exotic fish. Okay, I'm kidding. I just made a small fishing spot in here and I throw a lot of exotic fish into the water. And after a while, even the necks are showing up. Then in few old tree stumps I made fancy castles for the bees, and with help of serving tray I placed few mushrooms all around the town. Oh, and I almost forgot that I made a small field right next to the main building and I dug out a well because it is a cool touch of realism. After this it was finally time for some static decorations, such as sculptures, so in this town you can find 3 of my elven end sculptures and a black wolf. followed by some raven adornment pieces. But my town wasn't alive enough. This is why I used armor stand combined with a bunch of different trophies and the mysterious rocks to create some fresh citizens. So in the town we can find guards, happy villagers, and some people around the campfire. And the last thing that left was to make a road system that will indicate some sort of trade and travels between the villages. Finished with small dock with bunch of different boats ready to sail. And that would be my proposition for Hildir village. If you would like to see a tutorial for any of those structures, let me know in the comment section down below. But it's not over yet. We are going to the second option. So the second option would be a little bit more spooky place. It doesn't look like, but it is really similar to the previous location. With comfortable house, magazine with a lot of storage space, main building with every working station, a little farm area, and the trader in the middle. The main difference between those two places is usage of wild creatures instead of tame ones. And except for this, everything stays almost the same. Few armor stands with trophies to make a bunch of fake citizens, some static decorations made of trophies, a lot of raven adornments, and another end sculpture. But how can you get some of those citizens? No problem, hold my beer. So first you need to find your target and make sure he is not equipped with the bow. Then you need to make a small enclosure. I prefer to use bone stacks because they are not too high, and that means creatures won't be able to hit them. Then you need to push him into enclosure and close the gap. And voila, with this knowledge you are ready to bring every location to life. And bonus tip: if you are organizing your space, just make sure you've added some details that will indicate that someone is actually living in this space and he is using those items, like food or left equipment on the table, piles of veggies in the kitchen, campfires and ready-to-use stacks of materials close to the workbenches. Maybe racks full of dried fish somewhere in the port. Or just not evenly placed chairs around the table. Maybe it sounds funny, but things like this really enhance the vibe and tell you a little bit of story. And the bonus inside of the bonus? Did you know that with serving tray we can place every crop that we have in the game, but except of the tulip? And that's gonna be it for this episode. In the next one we're gonna focus on what possibilities do we have when we start using comments. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like, leave a comment and don't forget to subscribe. And if you would like to further support my channel, check me out on Patreon and Instagram, where I always post my newest constructions. So thank you for watching, and as always I hope that you've got a really good day and stay tuned for more building stuff.